Hi everybody, Jordy at Carving Fusion here. Still hitting it strong. I just made a video how to block out a beginner wood spirit, and I just left the video at this. On this video, I'm going to finish this carving, but it's going to be a voiceover. You know, since I've lost my last YouTube channel, I'm still trying everything I possibly can do to get it back, and only the future will tell. And you know, the word hope only goes so far, but all we have right now is hope, and if it doesn't come back, well, it is what it is. But since that's happened, and something else happened major in my life, I've been hit with a lot of emotions. So in this video, I'm going to do a voiceover. I'm going to finish this carving. It's not going to be a tutorial or anything. If you do want to see the tutorial, look at my last video I uploaded, and this should be how to carve a wood spirit with a Dremel. How to block out a wood spirit face with the Dremel. But this one, you might want to stay tuned, watch this full video, because, well, there's a good chance that this carving might be a giveaway. I think it's a great time to have a giveaway, because people that followed my last channel, the true supporters and true friends, are the ones that have jumped over to my new channel right away to help support. So 99.9.65.7896 that this one's going to be a giveaway, because I want one of you to have it. But I'm going to tell a story, and you're going to think I'm crazy after I tell this story, but it's something that I have in my mind, and since my processor and my imagination has triggered since my injury, it's just a story I want to tell you guys. You're probably all going to hate me after I tell you this story. You're going to think, who the hell is this creep? Anyways, okay, so, oh boy, where do I start and where do I end? First of all, I'd like to give a big shout out to Mr. Chris Hill out there in the UK. Keep making those birdhouses, Chris. Hope you're doing good. And there's lots of time for other shout outs. But the support's been huge. As I was carving this today, I'd stop, have breaks, and I'd have to catch up to all my messages and emails and stuff like that. So it's making me feel really special, like I'm not doing this for nothing. So, oh boy, first we got to do this too. Shout out to Studio on the Lake. I heard from Ben's Studio on the Lake today, everybody, through by email, and he's had computer problems, and he's just getting his computer back up and running. So hopefully we get to see some more Ben Studio on the Lake videos. And Just Carve Rob, Kevin's Studio on the Lake, and a big special shout out to my brother Larry Dibbs, Two Brothers One Vision, at Wowsies Woozies Workshop, have all made special shout out videos for me about my YouTube channel being gone. They're all special in their own way. Thank you, everybody. Larry Wowsy Workshop, though, he's just such a good guy. His video kind of gave me a couple tears. Just who he is. He messaged me and said he was sorry that it's kind of mushy, but that's just who he is. I says, bro, I know who you are. That's why you're my friend. So we'll get Larry some more subscribers to his channel sooner or later. He's got more subscribers than I do probably right now. He just started his channel. So I don't know if any of you guys know, but when I was recovering through my injury, before I started wood carving, before I even started painting, I wrote a book about my growing up in this small town, and what the book was about, what gave me the strength to get through this injury that I had 12 years ago. It's a traumatic. I don't want to keep talking about it, but it's a traumatic brain injury. And the book's about me growing up and getting in trouble and being bad and getting into fights and then getting put in prison and all, yada yada yada, just like everybody else. And then it talks about my injury and then all the stuff that I had to go through with the hallucinogenics in the hospital, and just how I felt different and everything. So the book is on Amazon. I don't make any money. I think I get a check from the book company every year. I think last year I got like $2.50. I don't even cash those checks. I just get them and pin them up on my wall. I don't make any money on the book, and I'm not trying to promote the book to any of you. But it's called The Willpower to Live by Jordy Johnson. So I know lots of, like, almost everybody has a story to tell, and almost everybody wants to write a book. Well, I'm telling you right now, to write a book, it takes a lot of dedication and it takes a lot of work. There was days I wrote half the book sitting at a coffee table when my stepdad still lived here where I live right now when I was recovering. Um, there's lots of days where I had to grab my arm by my other arm and drag myself to that table to finish the book. So, anyways, if you if you're interested in any of my earlier story in my life, the book's out there. The Willpower to Live by Jordy Johnson. The cover, if you Google it, the cover is black and white. That's me lying on the hospital bed, basically like as close to death as you can get. I photoshopped that photo, and I made it black and white, but it's actually a real picture. So since I wrote that book, my art, my wood carving, and this YouTube channel, I've been wanting to write another book, but I don't know if it's fiction, nonfiction, friction. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. Maybe you know. I don't know what's real and what's not real. I can't make sense of it. But anyways, this next book it would be a story. It would be fake. It would be fantasy, if you call it that. So would that be fiction? Kind of like the Vikings or Harry Potter kind of deal, but a little bit deeper. So, and don't I know the scenario about people that talk about suicide. Even if somebody mentions suicide, you need to be guarded about that person, and you need to really make sure that they're not suicidal, because people that are suicidal somehow, some way bring it up. And I'm bringing that up for this book. It's a dream that I have. It's my imagination. So trust me right now, before you get worried. There's no chance in any way that I'm going to take my own life. My good friend just did a month ago. Drove his truck into a lake. Boom, just he had enough. Drove his truck into a lake. $100,000 truck, gone. Life's gone. Took it. So there's no chance. It's not like me doing a secret call for help or anything like that. It's just a story that I have in my head. So let's start with the story. And you guys are going to think I'm a crazy freak. So, and I hope it makes sense. The story is, I've talked about my mom and I lost my mom like 13 years ago, 14 years ago now, and I miss her every day. All you guys that have lost your mom too, or your dad, you miss them, you can't help it. And all I ever do is think about my mom, and I just wish that she was here to see my journey right now. Because when my mom started getting sick, she started painting, and that's how she found her peace. I have all her paintings here. So I don't want to wait up being alive anymore to see my mom. So there's a tale, and who knows if any of it's true, but it's just what I believe. There's a tale: if you take your own life, you don't go to heaven, you don't go to hell, you go to a place called purgatory, and you're never found. And this is just my imagination, everybody, and I do my own twists, and you might be like, that's not the proper facts. Well, they're facts for me. They're facts for the books that I want to write. I make up my own facts with my carvings. I make up my own carvings, my own things. So I take my own life and I go to purgatory. So my definition of purgatory is, it's in the middle of nowhere. You're not in heaven, you're not in hell. And I know when I'm in purgatory that my goal is to find my mom. Wherever she is. I know she's in heaven, but wherever she is. So I've already written 3 chapters of this book. So when I'm in purgatory, I got to go through all these tests, all these different challenges, that will relay on my past and stuff I've learned over the years and things I've done, things I haven't done. Running into this certain people. It's hard for me to say it all right now, but like purgatory is what you want to believe it is. Heaven is what you want to believe it is. Hell is what you want to believe it is. When I'm in purgatory, I come across the devil, and there's little things I have to do to realize and actually figure out who I'm actually talking to. Like, he doesn't say, "Hey Jordy, look at me, I'm red, I got horns and a fucking thing, I'm Satan." It might be a chapter or two on its own. There's a part in the book where I come across God, and once again I gotta do all these things and all these different things, and he says these different things, and then I gotta friggin' realize that I'm sitting there with the man himself. And I know lots of you guys aren't into this religion. I'm not a very religious person, I'll tell you that right now. But I have to believe in God because that's where my mom is. So the list goes on and on of all these different. I'm not gonna, because if I ever do write the book, I'm gonna ruin it for you, if you even want to read it. But yeah, so I'm stuck in purgatory, and my main goal is to complete all these tests and all these journeys that I have to go on around the universe or wherever I think it is. And my goal is to find my mom. Because I killed myself. My mom doesn't exist because I'm stuck in purgatory. So, to skip all the other stuff, all the different tests and things I go through, and this is going to sound really crazy, but on my other channel, you guys have seen me carve mugs, wooden mugs. I even carved a cow horn with all these different symbols on it, like a dragon symbol and I always joke around. I say it's my, when I die, I want those to get buried with me because they're my key to get into Valhalla. If you guys don't know Valhalla, it's like where the Odin is and all the Vikings are, and I don't really know too much about it, but I know it's a Valhalla. It's a big hall where all the warriors are, and there's a goat on a golden roof, and there's a big tree out front. Well, those things are keys for me to get buried with to get me there. So long story short, I'm in Valhalla. I know it sounds ridiculous. I'm partying with some of my old friends because they're there, because they're actually real warriors. And, there's hookers all over the place and strippers sitting on my lap, and I'm just getting friggin' ripped out of my mind on everything there is to get ripped on. And then there's this, I'm not going to, God, this just seems ridiculous, but I got to keep going. So there's this, the most influential fella in Valhalla. I come across him, we start talking, and he says he knows who I am and why I'm there and stuff like that. And I'm probably gonna have to trim down this video. You guys can see I'm doing the eyes there. But so he knows why I'm in Valhalla and what I've done and how I got to purgatory and this and that. I don't even know if Valhalla's in purgatory, but I'm saying it is because it's my book. Stephen King writes what he wants to write because it's his. So long story short, he talks to me. He knows who I am, why I'm there, and he points out a door, just a white door to me, and he says, like if you really believe, Jordy, you have to believe. You can open that door and you can see what's on the other side. So I'm standing at the door, okay? And I don't know how long it takes me to believe that my mom's going to be behind the door. But it's just fucked up. When I was a kid, now this is real. When I was a kid, my most memorable moment was my grandpa's. I'm going to try and show you a picture of him here. It's one of the only pictures I have with him and my mom. every birthday for him, we always had a big birthday cake, and he always got the corner piece that had the most icing, and his piece was always the biggest, and he always got the first piece. He was my step grandfather. He was Haida Gwaii. He was native, but he was such an awesome man, and he was such a huge influence in my life. But when I was young, my vision, I'm crying a bit, yeah, because how can you not cry thinking about your past and happy times? But it was always so good when it was his birthday because that's when we all got together. But I remember this one time, my mom, we lived in this little duplex. It was kind of a dump. My mom didn't have much money. She worked, but she didn't have much money because she had two kids and she was a single mom. But we had this one time where my grandpa came over and all my cousins and aunts and stuff came over, and we had a sliding glass door and there was a picnic table out there, and we're celebrating. It was a hot summer day. We're all celebrating my grandpa's birthday, and I remember him getting the biggest. It's just one day that I'll never forget. Everybody's sitting and standing around the picnic table. The cake comes out. We sing happy birthday to my grandpa. I was pretty young, but so when I'm at that door and I'm opening, and you got to think of this as, I'm thinking, I see this as a movie inside my head. I don't know if you guys can even understand what I'm talking about. But when I opened that door, I believed so much my mom was going to be there. When I opened the door, everything was bright. It was a summer day. And there was my grandpa sitting at the table with all my family around the table. I was taken back to my favorite day of my life as a youth. Now, when I was standing at the door, believing in myself, believing this is true, for a movie setting, okay? This is a movie setting. There was a song that came on. As I open the door, this song starts playing. As I go outside, I see my mom and my grandma and my grandpa and all my family. We're all hugging and rejoicing and stuff. And this song is playing. And I cannot get it out of my head. It's built into my head. I always have this vision of opening the door and this song. And it's my favorite song in the world. This is where it gets really fucked up. If it's not already fucked up to you. When we're all out there celebrating on a hot summer day with all my family and my sister and everybody, my grandpa's eating his cake, sitting at the picnic table. The ground starts shaking. The ground starts shaking like an earthquake. Everybody's still celebrating, partying, not partying, but like happy, drinking pop, drinking water, drinking juice. And I look over because I've always seen darkness. I look over and there's this wave 10,000 feet high coming towards where we're having our picnic or our grandpa's birthday place. This wave is like the biggest wave and it's a big wall. And it's, the top of the wave is like a big rolling white cap. And it's coming. It's like it covers the whole face of the earth, and it's coming towards us. Nobody else sees it. Nobody else sees the wave. I'm the only one that sees it and hears it. The wave comes so close. This is where it gets fucked up, and it's totally fantasy. Nobody sees it. I stand where the wave's coming. I put my arms up, and I spread my legs and be as big as I can be. That wave hits me, and I stop the wave from hitting my family. As the wave's going by, my family is unaffected by this wave, and they don't even know this is happening, and they're still celebrating. If that makes any sense to you. And I don't even know what it means and why I always have that vision, but I do. The wave goes, it's gone. I go back to celebrating with my family, not even to tell them what just happened. Then, after all the family stuff's done, I say, I don't even know what I say, but I go back into Valhalla and I party with the strippers more. So here's where the giveaway comes in. Stand by. Okay, we're good. A few years back, well, about 10 years back, my buddy sent me this song when he knew I was, well, it was about 2 years after my injury and I was really struggling with the mentalness in my head and stuff like that. My buddy that was in my band, he knows that I love music. He sent me this song. It's, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but it's the guitar player for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. His name's John. It starts with an F. I can't even try to pronounce it. But he did a remake of a song called "Song to the Siren." The original is Tim Buckley is the one that wrote the song, and it's just such a beautiful song. And it's kind of odd because I said on my last, it's not odd, but I said on my last YouTube video that was on my other channel that I made public. Maybe some of you caught it, but I talked about music, and I don't know lyrics to any songs, but I just love the melodic. Like, I'm an old headbanger. I love old heavy metal and stuff like that, but I love melodic. I love a strong lady's voice, like like I don't even know who right now, but I just love melodic music. That's why I listen to Pussifer or Tool, because lots of it's melodic and a perfect circle. It's what I basically listen to all the time. But this Tim Buckley song to the siren is that this is the song that I was that was playing if in my head is a movie and I was opening that door and I was celebrating with my family. It's not about being with family, the song. The siren is like I had to ask Larry Dibbs, and it's like a mermaid or like a lady witch in the water that sings and it makes the sailors jump overboard or something like that. It's so the thing why I want this to be a giveaway, and this is very special carving to me, and the group so small, this YouTube channel so small right now. Like I said earlier, I want one of you guys that have jumped right over to my new channel. So to be able to win this carving, I want you to name "Song to the Siren." There's so many different artists that have remade that song. I want you to name underneath this video in the descriptions who my favorite artist is that redid the song. There's lots of them. There's lots of them. I want you to say in the description, if you want a chance to win this prize, I want you to say who my favorite artist is that redid this song. It might be original. It might be a man. It might be a lady. It might be a group. There is lyric. There is a voice. I'll tell you that. It's not just a musical. You're going to have to do some research on this one, I think. And you're going to have to dig deep. And I hope this, when you're listening to the different artists sing this song, I hope the song can touch you like it's touched me. Or you can see me standing at that door and this song starting and how it fits in to my vision. I'm not going to leave it up forever. If nobody guesses it, well, I'll have to do another giveaway. If multiple people guess it, the first person that guesses it is going to be the winner. And there's only going to be one winner because there's only one of this carvings. And I'll say right now, for all my YouTube, my other channel and this channel, this Woodspirit here, it's not my best, but it has the most meaning to it for me, for maybe one of my meaningful carvings ever. It's simplistic, but it's me, and it's me thinking when I'm doing this stuff up here, like you see me carving right there, This is me just opening my mind. I'm not even really thinking about carving when I'm doing this. I'm thinking about what I'm going to say when I make this voiceover. I'm thinking about who's going to have messaged me next when I stop and take a break, and am I going to get a reply from YouTube yet? I'm still waiting. I haven't heard anything from YouTube. I did get a hold of them on Twitter. I had to start a Twitter account and say, "Help, YouTube, save me. My channel's been hacked." They sent me a message saying that they need my link for my YouTube. I sent it to them, but I've never heard back from them because, well, there's like billions of YouTube videos. I can't expect everything to rotate around me. But and it's the chaotic madness that's going in my head right now. I'm fine. I'm completely fine. I know I cry a little bit when I make this video, and I got a little bit harsh on my last video talking about the guy up above, but it's this YouTube channel is not so much just carving. It's also the story of my life, if that makes any sense to you. I like swearing. I know it's bad. I know I could have got way more subs if I didn't swear. I like saying don't shit your pants. I'm having fun. And these giveaways are fun for me. So I'm not going to leave, what's the date today? I don't even know what the date is, but I'm only going to leave this video, I'm only going to leave it open to publics for a week. So I got a video. I did carve this. You guys will see there's a how to carve block out a Woodspirit's face. I did do that. So today's Friday, so that will be Saturday's video. So this will be Sunday's video. So I'll leave it up 1 week because I don't want what happens if my Woodspirit video takes off and a whole bunch of subs come in that don't even know who I am, right? I want this carving to make it to somebody that knows who I am and has started their carving career because of me. Or not because of me, or I've helped them. So, but in the meantime, there's lots of other YouTube channels you can watch on wood carving. Studio on the Lake. Like Ben over there at Studio on the Lake. I learned so much from his videos. He's a smart man. You cannot be a stupid man and be a helicopter pilot. I think that just says enough. Ben's probably saying, "Shut up, Jordy, right now. I'm not that smart." He's gone through his own traumatic stuff lately too. We all have. Just Carve Rob can barely get off the couch because his back is so mangled up. He's been getting CT scans, metal plates in his back, and CTs, you name it, he's been getting, and he's probably going to have surgery on his back. But he made the effort to get out of bed, go to his carving shop, and make a video saying Carving Fusion's been hacked. Now that speaks numbers to me. Kevin Sticks at Stones, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I believe he's done it. Ryan Cook found out about my channel being hacked. Ryan lives in the same city as me. You guys know Ryan. He's a friend of mine, and he's a part of that. She's the friggin' judge of that show, The Cut Above, on TV. And he's asked me if I want him to make a video. I says it's his call. I'm not asking anybody to do it, but it's their calls if they want to do it. And so, like, if you guys are following these other channels, they're out there. There's lots of wood carving channels too that I don't even talk about. Like one of them is what's his name? He's a young fellow. He's a knife carver. I think it's Alec Lacrosse. I was subscribed to his YouTube channel I liked watching his videos. Man, that kid is a young guy. He has courses and stuff like that. And that kid is a wicked, wicked wood carver. He's awesome. Actually, another YouTube channel reached out to me and asked for my other channel. Asked me if I'd like to do a collaboration with some other wood carving channels. Carving there would be like 3 or 4 other channels carving like a monster or something like that. And then I'm not too sure how it would work, but Alec Lacrosse, I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong, but he would have been one of them, and I think the other one was Carving is Fun. And but I turned it down, and I says, "I'm sorry, I'm honored that you asked me to be part of it, but I'm too busy doing my own giveaways and stuff like that. So, and Rex, Evil Rick is dealing with his own stuff right now. He's getting ready to do his biker rallies. But Evil Rick's got a channel. That's another channel I watch lots. Rock of Ages. I got to resubscribe to these channels with my new channel. Rock of Ages is one. He's a wood carver. He's like, Rock's awesome. He gets pretty political. And he kind of just, Rock doesn't care. He just says what he wants to say. And that's why I love his channel. He grows this big beard, and he's like a hillbilly. I hope it doesn't offend him if I say that, but he's like this hillbilly out in America. And yeah, he's a pretty cool dude. I'm an old ironworker apprentice, but he's an old ironworker, and he got hurt from steel crushing crushing some part of his body. Who else? Oh, Chris Warrior has Chris. I forget the name of his channel. The sticker I got is custom cut woodwork, but he's got a whole bunch of new stuff, and he'll be doing some more. He's been a huge support and help. You guys have all been. Bap there at I Can Carve. He's got his channel over there in Ireland, Northern, I believe it is. Even Kyle Hall. It's got a good wood carving channel. There's tons of wood carving channels out there, everybody. To learn different things from different carvers, and that's the best, thing you can do. Me, I kind of just do my own thing, and just got the channels that I'll watch, and I'm not really going to subscribe to any new ones. I'm turning into that old, I'm going to be 50 in August. I'm turning into that old dude that's just so set in his way. He doesn't accept changes. It's just, I'm kind of set in my way, and it is what it is, and do what I do and carry on. So I'm going to cut this video here. What I do next is I put poly shade on the piece like I used to do, and then I wipe it off with a rag that I sand the high points. So you guys will have to see the end of the video. And don't forget to go to YouTube. Google YouTube Song to the Siren, Tim Buckley, Song to the Siren, and you're gonna have to guess who my favorite artist is that recreated that song. Or it could be Tim Buckley, could be a man, could be a lady. Anyways, everybody, good luck. I'm gonna end this one here. There will be me talking at the end of the video, but I'm gonna end the voiceover here. And a big shout out to Claire too. And I know there's so many people that I'm missing, and you're probably mad at me for missing you. I should have had a list written down. Claire's an admin in the group. And Chris Behringer. Glad that you took on the role as an admin there. RJ's an admin. Larry Dale. And I can't remember anymore. I've talked way too much, and my brain is overloading, so I'm going to stop this voiceover. And you guys, thanks for being here. Don't forget to like this video, because actually, liking the video and watching the full video shows YouTube that people are enjoying it, and they'll suggest it to others peoples that are looking up wood carving. They'll suggest this carving fusion here. Sign your pieces! Sign your pieces! Ha 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 ha! Hi, Liz! Carving this stuff, just freehand, giving her, just carving deep and just getting her done, is my favorite carving to do. If you look at the eyes here, I don't know if you guys noticed in the video, but I pointed out there was a crack here, and it would be hard to carve the eyes, because, well, I seen that crack was going in there and it was coming out here, so I made the eyes look this way. I just worked with the crack. So this could be me. This is Jordy the Wood Spirit. And, that crack there is just one of the scars that I have in my life. We all have our own scars, but that's a Jordy scar if you want to look at it that way. So you guys seen that I used the poly shade. I reverted to the old school carving fusion, and I added something else. Can you guys guess what I added down in the bottom here? I'll give you a couple seconds. You only get one guess. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excuse me. I added a heart and I initialed it in the middle of the heart. I'm not a big fan of carving hearts on my earlier videos, but I needed to carve this heart because whoever wins this piece, I want them to know that they have for coming over and helping support me with my new channel, that that's a piece of my heart. So there it is, everybody. Old school carving fusion. You don't get much more carving fusion than that. Woodspirit. You know, up top there, when I was gonna, like I told you guys are, if you're even still here, think I'm crazy, but I just kind of carved like crazy Japanese waves and wind and stuff up there. That's what that stuff resembles. You know what this stuff resembles? It resembles the friggin' mess that I got going on in my head. You know, by doing this channel, I'm preparing for the worst. I'm not expecting to, like I said on my other video, I'm not expecting to get my other YouTube channel back. I'm fine with it. Another positive note that I want to say that's huge, that a subscriber reached out to me. He doesn't want me to say his name. His subscriber reached out to me and he told me he has over 1,000 of my old videos backed up on his computer and he would like to send them to me, so if I don't get my old channel back, I can upload them to this channel. You know, I'm so thankful because there was videos of my nephew on there and videos of my son, my stepdad, and there's a lot of meaningful videos that I had on that channel that are gone now. So sooner or later, if I don't get this old channel back, I'm gonna have to spend a good 2 weeks uploading 1,000 videos to this channel for all you guys to see my older videos, and if you want to, anyways. So you all know how, what did I say, y'all? My buddy says that. Y'all, Christopher Eastwood. Y'all, hi y'all. But you guys all know how to win this. Take your time. It's all up to you. And, you know, the amount of support I've been getting is, you guys have no idea. You have no idea. Hundreds of emails, hundreds of Facebook messages. A couple people have sent me PayPal. Thank you so much, everybody. I can't appreciate it enough. I don't know. If I don't get my other YouTube channel back, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do it. I might have to carve some wood spirits and try and have I'm just laughing because I'm gonna have to have a Jordy. Poor Jordy needs to pay the rent. Friggin', not rent, but my bills. Poor Jordy needs to pay the bills. Giveaway. But you know, I've always gotten through the worst, and it is what it is. I always figure out a way, and I don't expect anything for free. I've always worked for what I have. Thanks, everybody. Good luck.